Welcome back to another My Hero Academia anime versus manga comparison video, breaking down Season 6, Episode 24, A Young Woman's Declaration, which shares the same title as Chapter 324. We will be going over all the changes made from the manga to anime adaptation, and of course if you are new to the channel, then be sure to subscribe with notifications turned on so that you don't miss a video, and if you want to further support the channel, then please consider becoming a channel member by clicking the join button. To start things off, before the opening, we get an added shot of Deku from the back. After the opening, the manga panel showing the sign of the principal's office is not adapted into the anime. When Nezu talks about Shiketsu High and what happened with Kami and Toga posing as her during the provisional license exam, the anime doesn't adapt the panel showing Kami and Toga. The guy who ends up calling out Genus and the other heroes for failing and letting Japan turn into a lawless wasteland, him and his friend were the same guys who got interviewed on the street after Endeavor fought against the Hood High and Nomu back during the Pro Hero arc. When the crowd turns on Deku and the heroes, in the anime, Deku's danger sense doesn't go off at all. But in the manga, due to the crowd's hate towards him and the other heroes, his danger sense goes off like crazy. It was a cool detail that sadly is removed for the anime. For a detail that doesn't get explained in the anime, however, President Mike using a megaphone despite him having a quirk that amplifies his voice was so that he doesn't cause any undue distress for the citizens that he was addressing at the moment. Continuing on, as OCHACO begins her speech and mentions that Deku's power is special, the anime doesn't adapt a flashback panel of the letter she received from Deku. After the flashback of Deku fighting Overhaul, the panels of Best Genus and President Mike, Aizawa listening in, and the close-up of Endeavor were not adapted into the anime for OCHACO's speech. As OCHACO passionately tells the crowd that UA is Deku's Hero Academia, the anime removes the scene of OCHACO being accepted into UA and only shows the first time her and Deku met, which I'm not going to lie, this was some of the best voice acting I've heard in the series so far. Just so much passion and raw emotions, especially with the occasional voice cracks from yelling and holding back tears, can be felt from OCHACO during this whole speech. Shout out to Ayane Sakura for such an amazing performance. Moving on, this could be an error, but Koda never actually says I came, and that's why Deku shouldn't cry. In the manga, he tells him I am here. It was meant to be an All Might reference to reassure Deku that things would be okay, in the same sense as how All Might would say that I am here, just so that way he would provide that reassurance to others and civilians that everything was going to be okay because of his presence. The Star Shirt Man was actually the same guy in the first ever episode and chapter of the series that told Deku way back then, good luck on becoming a pro hero. Funny enough, it's revealed in the volume 33 extra pages that despite him speaking out in favor of Deku and the heroes, he actually doesn't remember Deku from the day they first met. When talking about Kurogiri, the panel of Aizawa's face right before the shot of Shirakumo doesn't get adapted into the anime. For the final addition to the anime, the scene of All Might driving with Stain watching him from afar is actually an anime only addition, though this does set up the next episode very nicely. The episode then ends with All Might on his way to the All Might statue to retrieve Deku's mask. Now, episode 137 covers about 3 chapters, them being chapters 323, 324, 325, and the first page and a half of chapter 326. This episode was nearly perfect with its adaptation of the manga chapters, aside from a few removals and some lack of detail in certain areas, like Deku's danger sense not activating when the crowd fully turns on them, was just a little bit of a letdown, as that scene always hit way harder with how the crowd was truly showing animosity towards Deku that it made his danger sense go wild. Regardless, for the most part, everything was 1 for 1 with the manga, making today's breakdown pretty short, and I'm super excited for next week's season finale. Let me know in the comment section below your thoughts on season 6 episode 24. Did you enjoy it? Let me know everything in the comment section below. With that said, thanks for tuning in to another My Hero Academia anime versus manga comparison video. If you enjoyed the video, then be sure to Detroit smash that like button below, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.